go get the cake. Then we link up with the gang. OG, I draw up the play. And then he go get the cake. Then we link up with the gang. OG, I draw up the play. And then he go get the cake. Then we link up with the gang. OG, I draw up the play. And then he go get the cake. Then we link up with the gang. OG, I draw up the play. Niggas don't know what to think. Thought I get money, you change. What you thought we was the same? Still stay away from them clones. Niggas better leave me alone. Talking about niggas as low. Run with niggas who don't know you. Whoa, I make that zagging when city to city. You niggas not hot in your state. If it was money to get a hit Henny, we get it and never complain. Same go for the gang. And we split it up all the same. I can't really eat, let's stay straight. Cause we go way back in the day. My day ones from back in the day. They still hang around me today. You wanna come round us, you can't. I'm rolling up loud, it's great. But mama, she bad but complain. Cause I'm too in love with my dreams. And I gotta get on the plane. And go get this money with Dizzy. I draw up the plate. And then he go get the cake. Then we link up with the gang. OG, I draw up the plate. And then he go get the cake. Then we link up with the gang. OG, I draw up the plate. And then he go get the cake. Then we link up with the gang. OG, I draw up the plate. And then he go get the cake. Then we link up with the gang.
I get the bag with the gang. Taking that Zach to the bank. And it be all in my drink. You niggas is stupid, you think that shit change? You not even hot in your gang. Ain't nothing even hot about your gang. You niggas be lying about same. Be posting them pictures of guns for the fame. Niggas just look at me different now. Say that's your man, but he a clown. Don't fuck around with the fuck arounds. Little nigga, you should cut it out. Me and my niggas take different routes. Punch a bitch nigga all in his mouth. Hold up my nigga, we different now. I need a Robert, this is my style. I get a check today, I spent it all tomorrow. I get a bitch today, she probably a foreign model. I get a check today, I spent it all tomorrow. I'm with my gang today, tomorrow never promise.
OG, I draw up the plate, and then he go get the cake. Then we link up with the gang. OG, I draw up the plate, and then he go get the cake. Then we link up with the gang. OG, I draw up the plate, and then he go get the cake. Then we link up with the gang. OG, I draw up the plate, and then he go get the cake. Then we link up.
I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I've got the look that drives the girls wild. I got the moves that really move them. I send chills up and down their spines. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. Are y'all ready to go, boy? I make them hot. I make them shiver. They knees get weak whenever I'm around. They see me walk, they hear me talk. I make them feel like they're all real. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. Eat your heart, girls. Hands off the merchandise. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. Welcome everybody to a very special edition of Late Night Counter-Apologetics. Let's go ahead and get to it because we don't have a lot of time, folks. Tonight at 8 p.m. and just under, 35 minutes or whatever it is, we will be unveiling our newest creation. I don't even know what to call it, the Flying Man Arena. Like, it's just, I don't even know what to say. Like, oh my goodness. Just look at it. Just look at it. Just when you thought everything was normal, like, this is like a nice new office. It's got all our games. Look at these custom tiles we got. Look at that custom pinochle. Look at that dominoes right there. Look at that board games. Look at this. What an office. Pool table. Look at this. And then what happens, folks? You're not even ready for what's about to go down. You're not even ready for it. What happens? You hit the music. Somebody hit my music. Oh, yeah, there we go.
I think I'm cute. I know I'm
sexy. Shit!
Got the look.
Oh, shit!
That drives the girls.
I'm making my entrance. Yes! Yes!
I sent chills.
Word Wrestling Entertainment.
I'm just a sexy boy.
Sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy. Sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. Oh, it's too real. Look at this. Look at this arena, folks. We've got, look, this is just so cool. Look at this. This is all one private area. This is where we're going to watch the pay-per-view. You got your private little suites right here. You got your bar area. Oh my goodness. Oh my, look at this. The announcer table with the spotlights that goes to the whole room. You could broadcast to everybody. Oh my goodness. Now look, folks, you gotta have access to the commons. I'm gonna show y'all how to get in here, but you're gonna have access to the commons. Whoop. Look, it's right there. It's right there. A lot of y'all don't even know. Y'all be sleeping on this part of the map. Y'all be sleeping on this part of the map. Boom. Now I'm going to show you how to get there from the ranch. All you got to do is when you're at the ranch, look, it transported me right back to the game room. All right, look. When you go into the ranch.
Hey, man! This makes sense.
It's so cool. Yeah, I got to thank AR for helping me. AR made the rings. They're fantastic. All right, so you go all the way to the left. All the way to the left to the Olympic Park. Boom. Go there. It will transport you to the Myron Games. You'll be at the bridge here. Hard left. There it is. The arena. Boom. That's it. That's where we're going to watch the pay-per-view tonight. That's where we're doing Survivor Series. We're too official. Go tell your friends and loved ones. We're just too official. We're too official. They can't hang with us. They can't hang with us. All right, look. So look, we got to get up out of here, man. We can't be messing around. We can't be messing around. So let's go ahead. Let's do our communion real quick. And then do our little program, and then we're going to get up out of here. Everybody, y'all wonder where I had to clean up. I've been doing some housework today, and we was watching football. There's a lot of important Big Ten games on today. So, we was watching football in Gather. You should have been there. Carrie Ann is in Gather. UC Love is in Gather. Appreciate y'all. We need fast travel. Somebody came up with like a thing for that, like a mod or something. I got to look into it. I think they like hacked it. All right, here we go. Please raise your glasses and hold on to your asses. Through him, with him, in him, in the unity of the flying man. All glory and honor is yours who flied for our sins forever and ever. You may drink. We had the church bells right there, and here we go. That was our communion hymn. We always follow it up with the communion song. This one is called Where Everybody Knows Your Name.
Play us out. Foy, you're going to play what to finish us up?
Do you know what? I don't know the name of this song, actually, but I know the song, and so will you.
I don't know.
Forward this. Foy Vance, take it away.
I got some whiskey. Caterpillar, that beer sounds good. Hope it's tasty. I was thinking about going with beer. I feel like I should have gone with beer now.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you got.
I love it.
Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You want to be where you can see troubles are all the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name. Well, all those nights when you got no lights and the check is in the mail, and your little angel on the countered by its tail. Your third fiance didn't show. Well, sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, and you're always glad they came.
All right, James,
you want to be where you can see troubles are all the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name. Well, you get out of bed and the coffee's dead, the morning isn't looking bright. You shrink right off to Europe and he doesn't even write. Your girlfriend says she's not a girl. Be glad there's one place in the world where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see troubles are all the same. You wanna go where everybody knows your name. You wanna be where you can see.
This guy's name is
troubles are all the same.
Foy Vance, Foyvance.
You wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Foy Vance. Most common word coming in by text, Foy, is goosebumps. Believe it or not, we've had that repeatedly across the whole series. If you want to see Foy Vance's cheeky grin when he sang the line, "When you find your girlfriend is a guy," you can go on the website. We'll upload a video of Foy singing that. If you want to see him live, 6th of December in Roisin in Galway, 7th of December in Whelan's in Dublin, and the new album is Joy of Nothing. Foy, thank you again.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, I should put it in the description template so that it's always in there. So that this doesn't happen where I can't figure out where I put the stream. this it? Where did I thought I just had the stream up. What did I just do to myself? Massive self-confusion. Up, who's doing a Survivor Series kickoff? Oh, WWE. WWE, go fuck themselves. All right, let's see. Boom. There it is. All right. Let's go ahead and get into this piece because we don't want to run out of time. All right. So this is called The Rise and Fall of a Christian Denominations from Ready to Harvest. I don't really know
if
who
you're
they
in New
are
York,
or what's up with this. Hopefully we don't get blocked for this. I don't know.
Perhaps you've tuned to Star 99.1 FM. It's branded uplifting music and encouraging stories. With radio personalities like Branton Sherry and Michael Leach, you might not expect the white supremacist past behind the church that operates this station, and also AM 91 The Point of Faith in Denver and Star 93.3 in Cincinnati. The story of that Christian denomination begins in 1878, when a 16-year-old Alma Bridwell was converted while under the preaching of Methodist evangelist William Baxter Godby in a schoolhouse revival meeting. In 1887, she became Alma Bridwell White when she married Methodist seminarian Kent White. She would go on to attempt to be a preacher in the holiness movement, even founding and organizing camp meetings, but found herself rebuffed by holiness preachers at her own events who refused to have a woman preach. In 1901, she founded the Pentecostal Union.
That's from the video about Myron. The thumbnail about Doug loves dark ladies. Yeah, you should check it out. It's on we have a playlist called Short Videos. It's
mainstream Methodism. It was a holiness Methodist denomination, and at the time the term Pentecostal didn't mean what it means today. When Pentecostalism became prominent in the decade following, in 1915 she changed the name to Pillar of Fire, though they had been called by that name informally for a decade. In 1918, the same Methodist evangelist who had led to her conversion consecrated her as a bishop, the first female bishop in the United States. Alma's husband Kent came to resent the church his wife had founded and ultimately separated from her and became a tongue-speaking Pentecostal. Pillar of Fire became known for a few things. The members were called Holy Rollers and Holy Jumpers, as seen in this 1907 New York Times article, How They Jump, Where They Jump, When They Jump, Why They Jump, and Who They Are. The article said, converts are kept in a state of religious excitement by a conglomeration of biblical text, sophistry and slang, and talk of modern saints and miracles. Seeking to live according to biblical injunction, they work themselves into a frenzy, march, dance, and leap high in the air, hence their name, Holy Jumpers.
This just makes me feel that my grandparents' church is like a black version of this.
They predict that the end of the world is at hand and begin a camp meeting today which will last all of this week. A member of the community has already been taken to the Somerset County Insane Asylum suffering from religious mania. White was also a strong anti-Catholic. The church published White's books with a monthly political magazine and political cartoons often showing Rome doing things like controlling politics, as a wolf in sheep's clothing, conspiring against the schools, or supporting bootleg alcohol. But the most remembered part of the political cartoons is not who is portrayed as the bad guy, but rather who is shown to be the good guy. Cartoon after cartoon, the Ku Klux Klan appears. They're the good guys at the Boston Tea Party, Paul Revere in his famed ride. In this cartoon, there's a constitution and a cross, founding father and a Bible, and the Klansman rings the Liberty Bell.
Look how many
the Klansman is shown to
depicted
defeat
there.
Rome, and the KKK is the protecting hand of true Americanism and defends the Bible in public schools. To Pillar of Fire, the Klan was the great army for truth and Americanism that made Rome tremble. The denomination was the only one in America to publicly endorse the Klan.
Wow.
In White's 1928 book, Heroes of the Fiery Cross, she wrote, the book of Genesis, in its account of Shem, Ham, and Japheth, sons of Noah, teaches the supremacy of the white race. Ham saw the nakedness of his father, but made no effort to cover him, and a curse was pronounced upon him and his posterity. Noah awoke from his wine and said, Cursed be Canaan, Ham, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren. Blessed be the Lord God of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. God shall enlarge Japheth, the white race, and he shall dwell in the tents of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant.
And if that ain't enough reason right there to throw that Bible out the fucking window, I don't know how much more motivation you need.
Genesis 9:25 through 27. This edict was imposed by a wise and just God and should not work a hardship on the black race. It cannot be otherwise than it should be for their good. Until the curse is lifted from the human race, the very best position that the sons of Ham could be placed in is that of servants, not slaves, thus establishing white supremacy as foretold more than 4,000 years ago. White allowed Klan meetings to be held on church property and participated in cross burnings. In the year 2000, Kristen Kant wrote an article on White in the Journal of Gender, Social Policy, and the Law titled In the Name of God, An American Story of Feminism, Racism, and Religious Intolerance, the story of Alma Bridwell White. In the article, she writes, Alma White also believed that the Klan served an important role in protecting Protestant America against the influx of immigrants. She was terribly concerned that America had become the dumping ground for criminals from Europe.
This is really crazy, right? This is one of those situations where, some of us on the left take it for granted, but we really shouldn't. We have a very strategic allegiance, in my estimation, between, say, those that would see equity for all of us, LGBT, women, racial, age, all of that shit, socioeconomic, of course. And you really see how that's not the playbook, though, right? The playbook is to get just enough slice of privilege and equity for yourself and then recapitulate the prejudices of the ruling identity. So we have to remember that that's, like I said, strategic on our part, not to be taken for granted, because what they'd rather do is us all turn against each other just to get, our slice of the pie, so to speak.
Who came to America to plunder, pillage, rape, and murder. She perceived these immigrants as taking advantage of American hospitality and of those who had already made significant sacrifices.
I'm going to give everybody a million pocket change because we got 100
church was
chats.
in Zarephath,
Thank you.
New Jersey, and
I
unincorporated.
appreciate everybody. Thanks for helping me reach 100 chats for today. This is a really, really, really great video.
Place named by Alma Bridwell White herself. The church served as a communal colony. Those who followed White's teaching gave up their possessions and worked for the church. They rejected doctors and relied only on prayer and anointing with oil for their medical needs. Under White's leadership, the denomination grew with dozens of Pillar of Fire churches founded across the United States. In Zarephath, Pillar of Fire bought nearby land and came to hold 1,200 acres and have their own zip code. They launched overseas churches, published books, and gained the attention of the public. But with the church going wholesale in with the Ku Klux Klan, time showed they had picked the losing side. In the mid-1920s, the Klan had millions of members, but it rapidly fell out of favor, and by 1930 had only 30,000. As the KKK declined, so did Pillar of Fire's connections to it. White republished some of her books with many KKK references removed, but with the racism still intact.
All right, I added a million, everybody. Thank you so much.
White's alliance
Appreciate
with the Klan did not last beyond the 1920s. Although this would seem to indicate a change of opinion, Alma White never published the reasons why Pillar of Fire drifted from their association with the Klan. However, the Klan itself was experiencing a rapid decline. According to one historian, battles between contending leadership factions, disclosure of rampant corruption, and public exposure of Klan atrocities marred the image of the Klan and allowed public authorities to intervene against Klan violence. Nevertheless,
I'm sorry, I don't know. What did they think the white supremacist group was going to be run by? Just upstanding moral examples of virtue? Of course it was corrupt.
Alma White's opinions on the need for gender equality, as well as her views on blacks, immigrants, and other minorities, appeared to remain constant throughout her life. Despite Pillar of Fire forgetting the KKK, the public didn't easily forget about the connection. The KKK has an anonymous membership, but those who attended Pillar of Fire Church did so without a mask over their face. Eventually, after Alma White's death in 1946, the congregations in her denomination began to run out of members and close. 15 years ago, one might think that the denomination was almost out of existence. Their flagship Zarephath, New Jersey church met in an older building.
Dave, I'm going to make you a mod so you can drop the link. Drop the link to your video. Everybody go ahead and check out Dave's latest video. Give him a sub if you haven't. Give me 1 sec to pull this up. Sorry, I didn't realize Dave wasn't a mod already. I'm trying to pay attention to these things a little bit more. There we go. All right, Dave, go ahead, drop that link on us. You should be able to now, no problem.
And had fewer than 200 members. The denomination itself dropped from 52 congregations to only 6. But in the last decade, the Zarephath Church had a resurgence. Zarephath Christian Church seems like a standard evangelical congregation and has a newer $12 million, 70,000 square foot church building with 2,500 congregants. The people in the pews are from various races and ethnicities. Many who attend today don't know about the controversial past of the church, which has since denounced the KKK and the views of their denomination in the past. Former pastor Rob Kruver said in 2013, "We have membership classes regularly here, and I always bring it out. I say, listen, if you go to Wikipedia and you read anything about this church, somehow, somewhere, you're going to see something about the KKK. I put it in context and say, I want you to know we've repented of that and that anyone who had anything to do with that is long gone." In 2017...
Now, I got to be honest with you. I mean, that's fair. This video is amazingly done, and I appreciate him being fair and balanced. And, I pretty much thought when this started, I'm sure the modern church has just, gone in a different direction, as we would say. And, it's actually, I find it encouraging, at least, that they acknowledge this past and just come out flat out and just say, hey, we're not with that. It's a little bit weird. Like, I don't understand. I mean, I feel like I do understand a lot about the Christian church and the denomination game, but I guess I don't understand the logic of why you'd want to hang on to this tainted of a denominational legacy, right? Because it seems to me you could just establish a new whatever organization under the same sort of doctrine without the past, right? Like, my grandfather's church at one point was like COGIC, which stands for Church of God in Christ. Eventually, there was a falling out between some COGIC churches and some other COGIC churches. So they just started an organization called Bible Way. And now they're just Bible Way, Church of God, or whatever the fuck it is. So it just seems easy enough to rebrand yourself, but at least they acknowledge the past.
Now, first Vice President of Pillar Fire Robert Sadie was interviewed by the New York Times. They asked about the legacy of Bishop White to the church today. The article states, "It is something in our past that we cannot hide or deny that it happened," said Robert Sadie, 50, the presiding local Pillar of Fire elder who emigrated to the United States from Liberia, where he had been educated in a Pillar of Fire mission school. "We are not proud of it at all, but it happened in a history and things happened to people, and the organization changed tremendously after that, and we never looked back." With no racism present in the church's doctrine today, they teach that the Bible is without error, the origin of the human sin nature by Adam and Eve in the garden, the divinity and resurrection of Christ, and notably in contradiction to past beliefs, they say, "We believe Christians are called to live in daily witness to the grace which comes to them in Jesus Christ, to preach the gospel to every person according to the command of Christ, and to declare God's insistence upon righteousness and justice in all relationships and structures of human society. They practice believers' baptism and reject same-sex or transgender marriages. The denomination has also rebranded to Pillar Ministries and relaunched Zarephath Bible Institute, founded in 1908, as Pillar College. And on the college's website, it is stated, "We are here to serve all students, faculty, staff, and leadership by making every effort."
But I'm sorry, I can't take this anymore, yo. I cannot take this anymore. I cannot take this anymore. This is fraud. This is just fucking deceitful, hateful, bullshit Christian fraud. Pillar education. No, you're lying to people. And it's in New Jersey. That's my home state. Go fuck yourself. Truth and education. Like, this is what I mean. Like, this is fraud. You should not be able to lie to people in the name of education and then brand yourself as truth and then lie to people. This is really fucked up. This whole Christian rebranding of science and academia and scholarship, it's all sick in the head. Christianity, it's just not true. It's not true. And they need to get over it. And we need to call them out on this shit. They're lying. They're lying. It's the same thing with Donnie. I'm sorry, Donnie. If you're going to call your channel Standing for Truth and then you're lying about the biblical literalism that we all know is not true, we get to call you out on that. Like, we just get to call you out and say, sorry, you're lying. You're a liar.
to promote inclusiveness and
Fuck
impartiality
outta
throughout
here.
our institution and standing against all forms of unbiblical discrimination. Although the Zarephath Church today is a seeming success story, there's still only the 6 congregations listed on the Pillar Ministry.
Yeah, I feel you on that Caterpillar. Actually, me and UC Love were talking about that earlier. He was talking to me about MAGA North, which is basically, the Trumpletons in Canada and how they're fucking up everything in Canada. You're talking about over there in Australia. You hear about this in different parts of the UK and Europe. It is spreading because it's just, it's a lot of creepiness and privilege and ignorance and bias all wrapped into one.
Ministry's website, one of which is the Zarephath
Scary.
Spanish Ministry, and another Radiant Hill Church
People
in
are
Colorado says
scary.
on their website that all church gatherings are canceled indefinitely. However, they do claim 19 churches in Liberia, which perhaps ironically, considering their past, means that there are more majority black churches in the denomination than majority white ones. Even if their decline in numbers has begun to turn around, the most positive aspect of the story is the decline in and rejection of the past racism they were a part of. Only someone in the know might even know the little connections to the past. Like when you tune to Star 99.1 FM, the call letters are WAWZ, with the last 3 letters standing for Alma White Zarephath. If Alma could hear it today, one wonders what she'd be most surprised with. Is it the people of color as radio hosts, or the contemporary Christian music that pushed out the traditional hymns in the 1980s? Or maybe the most surprising thing is that Pillar of Fire is still here at all in the 21st century.
Seriously?
Itself a bridge to a past that many would prefer to forget.
Oh, wow. I think that was really actually quite a fantastic stream. All right, before we get going, I want to share with all of you a couple of tutorials. I am, a little bit behind on sharing these tutorials with you. All right, so let's go ahead and do it quickly. So what you could do is you would go here and you would type in !Discord in the chat. What that will do is it'll drop the Cool Kids Join the Discord link on you. You use this to join the Discord. Now, when you join the Discord, you enter it into a page on our server, which is the rules, right? And it says, so this is the only page you'll be able to see. You won't be able to see the rest of our server. It shows you the rules. These are the rules. Keep your dick in your pants. Yes, we have to say that. It's the main rule. Don't be a jerk. All people are welcome here unless I don't want you here. And it's members only. You're a guest by default. You can only send messages in the guest room. You can only listen to the streaming and recording voice channels, and you'll gain full privileges when Pocket Locker 86, myself, or a mod makes you a member. React to this message, click the pen to become a guest. So you click this pen, and then you become a guest. So this is the rules. It's in the Start Here section. This is the only thing you'll see when you first join our Discord and click that link. You'll go into the guest room. What you do in the guest room is you say who you are, where we know you from. Hi. For instance, you would say, hi, my name is so-and-so from Discord. I'm super cool. And I don't talk too much, all right? No, I'm just kidding. All right. But look, you leave a message, all right, then we talk to you, AR, myself, YouTube Punk, one of the mods will come through, chat with you once we know you. Oh, that's Dave, that's so-and-so, that's so-and-so from YouTube. That's when we can give you access to the gather, but also that's when all the Discord will open up. So all of a sudden you can see all the other channels. Under the Watch Pocket Locker section is where you'll see channel updates. I should put my gear updates up there. I'll update that. This always gives you a notification. Some people complain they don't get their YouTube notifications. If you go in Discord, you always get notifications. When I went live today at 7:16 p.m., you got a declaration of his His Holy Highness Dr. Heartbreak J. Pocket Locker Bundy PhD X2. We are live, so you'll always get that when I go live. These are the links to all of our channels in our link tree. And this is the stream chat. You can actually watch the stream chat and participate in the stream chat through Discord. You go into the community section. This is where you let us know if somebody's live. It's where you share live streams. This is where you share videos. If somebody does a video you want us to check out, this is where you share music that you want everybody to check out. This is where you share social media posts. And this is for memes, promoting yourself, merchandise ideas, letting us know your birthday, stuff related to my class, stuff related to our Gather, Bundy Ranch, stuff related to our public guest space, which is the cafe. And then if you want to stream yourself playing games or showing a movie or watching a YouTube video or whatever, you go to the You Stream Here channel and you can stream yourself. Then we have text channels, a general one, which is the main one we use, and then philosophy Bible one for the Bible and philosophy nerds. All right, and then we have suggestions for the soundboard, gifts, games, movies, audiobooks, podcast ideas, stream ideas, impressions from my one black friend, complaints, books and movies to watch with Uncle Bobby, help and support, general ideas, general advice, mating, dating, attention of the mods, and then there's a mods only section. So that's our Discord. Now, I'm also going to show you quickly how to use Gather. When you first log in to Gather, you go to gather.town. Always. You can also get the app. Gather has an app that you can get on your computer, what you see me using here. But for most of you, you want to be using Google Chrome or Firefox on your computer. If you're on a tablet or phone, if you're on a tablet, you should use Brave. If you're on a phone, you should use Google Chrome. So computer, it's Firefox or Chrome or the app. If you're on a tablet, you should use Brave. If you're on a phone, you should use Chrome. This will show you all of the gathers that you have access to. If you want to come to where the pay-per-view is going to be tonight, you log in. You should always, always, always customize your avatar. I don't care what you customize it to. Just customize it. You have your base, which is where you change your skin, your hair, so you change your skin color. All right. Change your hair. Or your facial hair. Then you go to your clothing. You have a top, a jacket, a bottom, and shoes. Then you have accessories. These are mostly hats. These are glasses, stuff to move around. Other stuff, that's where the drum is. Special costumes. All right, I don't care what you change your avatar to. Just change it to something. Give yourself a name. You should actually always check your camera here. The only reason I'm not going to is because my camera is being used over here. But check your camera, check your audio, make sure your camera looks good. If I was using a different camera, it kind of looked like it's not going to show up. All right, but use this, check your camera, and make sure it's good. Then you join the gathering. All right. If you have access to Bundy Ranch, I'm going to show you how to get to the arena for tonight again. You go over. You have the bridge all the way to the left that says Olympic Park. You go over the bridge. You hit enter. It's transporting you to another space called the Myron Games. Basically our version of Olympic Park. When you get transported into the Myron Games, you're going to pop up here on the other side of this bridge. So you're going to be here. All you got to do is go to that sign that says arena, go in the door, and you'll be in the right place. We're going to probably hang out here in the ring and watch the pay-per-view. Or actually, we'll have Myron Bot in the ring broadcasting the pay-per-view, and we'll probably be over here at the bar. All right. So that's the setup for tonight. You want to make sure you come in here. We're super excited about these rings. We've also got them in other places. But, yeah, I want to thank AR again for hooking this up. It's amazing. I love the office back here. It's a really nice office. AR also made these custom tiles. So now we have a custom one that shows chess for where we have board games. You can see cribbage, battleship, Uno, Yahtzee, set, Connect Four, chess, checkers, whole bunch of board games, right? This one is dominoes, but it's really VIP games. They also have a number of games. We play dominoes here. You can go to home, and there's a lot of other games. But we always pretty much stick here and play dominoes. It's really fun. And then over here, you can go to World of Cards. Lots of card games here. I primarily play Pinochle, of course. And you can log in. But they have Hearts, Spades, 29, Euchre, and Gin Rummy. All right, so lots of games to play. Over here, we also have Uno. You can play pool. And we have Battle Tetris. Really excited. Really, really love it. And, of course, you hit the gorilla position, boom, out into the ring. Love it, love it, love it. This is a stage. This is all a private area around ringside, meaning you can only see and hear other people in these chairs. And each of these suites is a private area. So if you're in here, you're in your own little private room, and the only people that can see or hear you is anybody else in the private room. All right, folks, I'm going to call it. I'm going to hang out here at the bar. Carrie Ann and James, UC Love, you guys should come join me in the arena. And the rest of you, please come join us in the arena. Well, that's where we're going to watch the Survivor Series. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow. I'm not sure. I haven't heard from Uncle Bobby. I'm not sure if he's still traveling or not. So I'll either see you at 1 for the blackout or at 3:30 for Hot Program. In the name of the Darwin, the Dawkins, and the Christopher Hitchens, thanks everybody for coming out. Come join us and gather for the Survivor Series party. Let's get to it. It's 8 o'clock. Let's start the show.